So this is kind of it. This is the end of the school year, and there are going to be a series of like 4 videos in this one module. So let me just break this down so you know what's going on, and I'll get to reading the directions in like the last minute or two of this video. But basically, uh, here's kind of my advice for how to use this practice test, this released EOG, and these videos to help you prepare for the EOG next week. First, do not plan to sit down to watch this whole thing and all of these videos all in one day. That's crazy, okay? The average adult's attention span is like 45 minutes. It would be insane, irresponsible, and just plain dumb for me to expect you to sit still for over an hour watching each of these videos to make sure you understand it. That's insane. I only want you to watch one of these videos per day. Okay? Just the whole day, don't watch more than one of these. If you think you can sit down and handle watching more than one, that you can stay focused and fresh and do that, fine. But it's a lot of information, and I go really in depth with every single problem. This isn't like the other study guides where I blaze through 20 questions in 15 minutes. It's going to be more like I go over 15 questions and it takes me half an hour. Okay? These are all going to be kind of long videos, and they're not even all going to be posted today. I'm going to be posting these videos between today, tomorrow, over the weekend, okay? So I'm not even giving you the option to sit down and watch all of them today. That's insane. Don't do that, okay? The first video each video will have 15 questions in it, more or less, except the last one will have 14 problems. I'll have tips of how to use the calculator, how you can manipulate the graphing calculator to help you, how you can use the regular calculator to help you. I'll give you tips and advice for problems that'll come up. But, I mean, as Doctor Strange would say, we're in the end game now. This is kind of it. We're done. At this point, if there's something you don't understand, it might be a little too late. But hopefully this video is the one last little trick that we can use to help get you ready. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and read through the answer key. If you haven't finished that released EOG, stop watching now. Just stop and finish it, okay? Because this is kind of where you get to see how you actually did. So anyways, number 1 was A. Number 2 was C. Number 3 was D. Number 4 was A. Number 5 was B. Number 6 was C. 7, also C. 8 is D. 9 is D. 10 is C. Number 11 is 28. Number 12 was 1/2, or so either 1/2 or 0.5 or just 0.5 or any equivalent fraction. 13 was 3,241, so 2341. Number 14 was 2. Number 15 was 15. Number 16 was also 15. Number 17 was 4. Number 18 was 2. Number 19 was also 2. Number 20 was 45. 21 was B. 22 is also B. 23 is C. 24 is also C. 25 is A. 26 is also A. 27 is B. 28 is also B. 29 was A. 30 was also A. It's a lot of repeating. Number 31 was B. Number 32 was C. Number 33 was D. 34 was also D. 35, also D. 36, also D, so that's 4 Ds in a row. 37 was B. 38 was C. 39 was D. Number 40 was D. Number 41 was B. Number 42 was also B. Number 43 was A. And number 44 was also A. So, to break things down, so that way you kind of have an understanding of if this was the EOG, what kind of score could you expect to have gotten if this translates the way that it has in the past. So, if you scored between 0 and 0 and 11 questions correct, that would put you right around 25%, which would be a 1 on the EOG. That's not ideal. If you scored between 12 and 21 questions correct, that would put you in line for a 2. So better, but it's still not good. Those would be considered, a 1 and a 2 are considered failing for the EOG. If you scored 22 points correct or 23 points correct, that puts you pretty much in line for a 3 on the EOG. If you scored between 24 and 34 questions correct, 33 questions correct on it, that would put you in line for a 4 on the EOG. If you got 34 questions correct or more, that puts you pretty much in line to score 5 on the EOG. Now again, this is what you would have scored with no prep work, with no study guide. This test we just did is more or less your study guide, and you need to treat it like the study guide. You need to make sure you go over and watch these videos, and while you are watching them, make sure you're taking in, did I solve this correctly? It's not just good enough now, not like those other study guides and normal tests. Don't treat it like that. Don't skip through these videos. It's going to be a little boring, I'm sorry, but it's important that as you are watching this, you're asking yourself the question, did I solve this the same way that Mr. Altamira is solving it? That's the question you need to be asking the entire time you're watching the video for every problem, is, did I do this the same way he did? If you did it the same way, you're in good shape, keep going. If you're watching the video and you're realizing you did something very different from me, and you don't think that it's something that would work, you need to make sure you rewatch that problem and work it out with me, okay? That's how I want you to be treating these videos. And again, don't watch all of them at once. If your parents say you should be studying, you need to sit down and watch all of them, make them watch this video so that way they can hear me say, do not do all of this in one day, okay? The information will not stick. It's a lot of information. It's over an hour at least worth of just constant talking about math. That would put even a true mathematician to sleep, doing nothing but that for over an hour. So with no distraction or break. So take your time, review carefully. Good luck, and if I don't see you later, bye-bye.